Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Net, and welcome back to Medieval 2 Total War, where the net is closing in on the Timurids, though, yes, as people have indeed been noticing, it's not much of a net, like, you know, it's a very thin, flimsy net, which the Timurids will be able to, like, punch through pretty bloody easily, at which point the net plan is completely pointless and we have to start panicking and running away. But we might be able to pick off, like, you know, a couple of armies before that happens. Screw it, let's just keep time moving on, and also keep moving out into the mysterious ocean thing to see what we can find out here. So now they're heading for... okay, they are indeed trying to get over the river. It's just, yeah, they're going over the route they think is the easiest to cut through. And now there's one actual crossing they can utilise up there. Right, first up, most importantly, keep moving the boat, and still nothing but blue ocean. Dear-o flipping dear. Anyway, army number 2 is ready to get in the boat, but do not forget, because I kind of forgot on the ones I've sent so far, send over a bunch of agents, especially well-trained agents, right here. Like these guys, because of all the various buildings I've got, actually straight up to 4 out of 10. Good start point. He's 40, which is kind of annoying, but no matter. Get him over here. Get these guys over to Milton Keynes. I happen to have trained up a merchant. You're absolutely going to be wanting a merchant, a few merchants ideally, to go over to whatever's the far side of the ocean. And actually, as well, over here, we've got priests, more merchants, not as good one, unfortunately, and another spy. We just want a whole bunch of agents chilling out this part of the world, ready to join up with, yeah, this boat here. Because, yeah, just because you've got a full stack army in a boat doesn't mean you can't also take a full stack of agents. I'm not planning to take 20 agents, but sending over a bunch of agents would not be the worst thing in the world, no. Annoyingly, we just lost a family member as well, died just of natural causes up here. So now Captain Sten is stuck handling this. Alright, what are we going to do here? Because this guy is actually capable, by the looks of things, oh no. No, he can't. He looks like he can, but he totally gets stuck inside the control zone of this army. Okay, that might be worth doing anyway. What about you? You can get around here to block up this pass, but not much else. You, however, could... You could push in this direction towards these guys. Alright, you know what? We've got reinforcements barreling in. They're not coming this way right now, so these armies can all start heading north as well. And you actually just head up the road, start moving in that direction, lay down some towers, because apparently this tower is completely bloody useless. Yeah, let's actually start moving in here and offering them battle. This army especially, if I basically just get myself tucked up nice and neat on the mountains, can they? No, they cannot get past him. If they attack me, I should have some nice mountains to work with. Okay, this guy meanwhile can do the same thing, come over here. Now from there... yeah, now they're pretty well boxed in. You, my good man, want to come to about... here. This spot should work for you pretty nicely. And go on, build a watchtower, because just in case they do offer battle, a watchtower can be a really nice thing on the battle map. It can on occasion be very useful. Okay. What else do we have here? We got these forces dotted around here. Let's move the reinforcement army round the back of Yerevan to make sure they can't get to it. And this forces, yeah, these forces can start moving in at the back of here. Sooner or later, they have to offer battle. Or, potentially, we can start picking off these small forces at the back. That would work for me too. Or, as I suspect is going to happen any minute now, another bunch of Timurid armies is going to spawn in over, presumably down here. Once they pick a start location, they tend to stick to it. In which case, these guys will have to try and come back down south, and then we can just block up the bridges that lead back down south. That could work too, yes. Now is anyone... oh! Yes, indeed. They're finally deciding they want to actually start testing the net. The Timurids are coming in for a poke. And it's one-on-one, which I'm pretty happy with, all things considered. This army is... it's a bit cav heavy, to be honest, with 5 units of heavy cav, but The whole reason I've drawn up precisely where I am is based on this position right here, I should have within this battle map a bit of high ground to draw up on. So absolutely he's got the better army here, but with a whole bunch of Armenian and Norse archers, just a handful of heavy infantry which I have in the dismounted feudals, combined with a few downhill cavalry charges, we should be able to take this one, and ideally take it without massive losses. Oh, but he's bringing up the elephants. Alright, so, the elephants are coming. We need to take on the elephants in the open field. Oh, that's going to be fun. And obviously, actually, he's only a 9 out of 10, not even a 10 out of 10. Dear oh flipping dear. If we're lucky, he'll be... No, he doesn't have the minus morale thing from being extremely bloody. That is unfortunate. And I don't believe you're a great leader either, to be honest. No. You're ever so slightly, but not much in the way of chivalrous. You might be about to die here, but I'm generally not sure, like... If this goes right, I could win this without even that many losses. If it goes wrong, I could be absolutely steamrolled. And I've no idea which way it's going to go. Let's be honest, it's entirely dependent on what the battle map looks like, so... Come on, game. You promised me a... Oh, yeah. That's more like it. It's not perfect, but... It's a hill. It's a hill it'll flippin' do. And, even better, we got some rocks to play with, because impassable rocks make excellent spots to put all of your archers. Yeah. This here. This is the spot. This is... It's not perfect, but it'll do. It'll keep them from flanking me thanks to all the rocks. Yeah, right, let's get drawn up here. Now, the one downside to boxing up in this corner, though we can use these lovely rocks to our advantage, and it's going to give, yeah, our archers some beautiful, beautiful stuff that they can do. We do have the disadvantage. I'm going to need to draw these guys up individually to actually make them cooperate here. Yeah, the problem we do have is it kind of takes our cavalry out of the game. But then again, our cavalry were almost certainly being completely outgunned by their cavalry and elephants, so... That's probably not the worst thing in the world. Come on, Armenians, get yourself somewhere you like. So let's look at this from the Mongol point of view. They've got a narrow opening they can come through up here. 2 units of heavy infantry guarding that. All my best archers, yeah, 6 units drawn up here. Then 3 units of dismounted Hussars. And then 1 Norse axeman behind them guarding the main entry point. And 2 more archers over here as well. Lovely. Cav, meanwhile, is at the back, ready to basically charge into this area if there's a problem. If they decide to push into here with absolutely all of their strength, that could be more difficult. We'll deal with that eventuality if it shows up. But, looks like as I was expecting, they've drawn up over here, so time to see what they're planning to do next. They began this fight, they're the ones that have to push in, and that is going to be a hard thing to push past. Though admittedly, if they're clever, and they hang back, and they just use long-range archers to pepper me, they'll do bad damage, but they can't keep doing that forever, because the enemy isn't generally clever enough to just hold back until all their arrows are spent, and then and only then sending in the infantry. Because the infantry they do have, though it's armor-piercing, it's going to be slow going against my lads, so... Let's just wait and see here. Go over to the Armenians. Where do the Armenians come into range? The Armenians come into range not till like here, fine. We're still a long way off because I've got literally no artillery, which is maybe a bit of an oversight, but if I had had artillery, then I never would have actually got into the position I'm in right now in time for this battle. So, yeah, and also this is one of the forces that just basically got transferred from the north. This isn't a force I built for this purpose, and, okay. That, over there, those elephants are starting to move into range. So you guys, on fire arrows, please. I want those elephants peppered. They're sending in the elephant artillery first, as well. That's, sort of concerning, but also not terrible. Because if that's what they decide to do, if I can just drive these elephants mad, the elephants might turn straight around and smash into the rest of it, and everything else is starting to fire as well. Good. Good, 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 good. Guys, oh, they're firing. Yeah, this time they're not being timid with their elephants. Their elephants are doing good stuff. On the plus side... Guys, why are we not... Okay, seriously, guys. When we say firing, are we actually firing? Do we mean it? Are we firing right now? Yes, good, we are firing. And we're hitting these guys. Lovely. Possibly it just took a little while to get into range. And those guys are going to start going down. Lovely. You guys... I'd really like you to be focusing on the elephants, please. You two focus on the elephants. Are these ones firing yet? These ones are not firing. Right. Focus actual fire arrows over here, because those elephants are going to do bad stuff. These guys are going to start running into trouble pretty bloody quickly, just from fire off everyone else. Do I want to send forward one of my cavalry units to poke? Might not be a terrible idea, you know, I've got plenty of cav right now. Send in one of the weaker units, not you, not you. Yeah, you, the feudals. Send forward one unit of feudals to go and... Nope, they're already backing off. Stop, 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 stop. They've just decided they want to back off already. Fine. In which case, just keep focusing the actual... Okay, you've decided you're not actually in range. Unfortunately, they've decided they are in range, so... Okay, problems. Can you guys move just a tiny bit further forward, please? I need you to get into elephant range. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, those cannons are tearing us apart. Come on, come on, come on. This is the advantage of the elephants. They bring a lot of cannons. Like, that's more cannons than you get in a normal unit of cannons. Can you please actually shoot these bastards? How about now? Come on, come on, come on. And... Ready. Come on, come on, come on. And... No, they've not got the shot. Okay, the Armenians need to come around in that case, because the Armenians are blatantly also not firing right now. Right, Armenians, get into position over here. You've got long range. You should be able to get those shots in. And right now they're hanging... They are actually being cleverer than I gave them credit for. They're hanging back. Hanging back and trying to actually use their artillery to clear me out, because I don't bloody have any. The Armenians, however, should have the shots. Okay, get the Armenians into position. And commence firing. Come on, come on, come on, guys. Let's go. And the answer is... Fire. Yep, we got the actual... Okay, we got one of them. These guys are now... Ah! Okay, they're moving up. They've moved into a much better position for me. And now, hopefully, with all of these fire arrows, you guys will go mad at some point. Lovely. So let's just put some fire in over there. Now, where's the rest of the army? Is any of it... No, none of it's flanking up here. Just yet, but this elephant artillery's done terrible, terrible damage to me. In come those arrows. Come on, break you bastards. Right, archers, you can actually move into a better position in preparation at this point. In fact, oh, it looks like there's more coming in. Potentially with more archers leading the charge here. They're definitely starting to think about pushing. Right, we got ourselves Mongol heavy archers coming in. You guys actually just stay where you are. You guys will be ready to move into position momentarily. Yeah, you guys are fine where you are. You guys are fine where you are. If you're going to be in range of more elephants, more fire arrows, please. In fact, everyone over to fire arrows. Screw it, why not, eh? Let's just get all of this fire down. Looks to me like they're actually sending elephants. Yeah, these are just elephants that are in the form of heavy cav. And they're not stopping. They are just charging. Oh, flip. Right, okay. Let's send in a few units of my cav on a counter charge. Get in over there. Get on top of them. Alright, they're not going to be thrilled when a bit of cavalry basically reverse charges them. Especially with fire arrows raining down on them from above. And we've got... Oh dear, they are actually flanking at this point. Okay, what's coming in? It's missile cav. We'll be okay for the time being. Send in a little bit of support over here. The elephants are still not breaking. The elephants are proving annoyingly resilient. Yeah, unfortunately, next to the elephants in Rome, these elephants just refuse to flipping die or break. Elephants in Rome would have actually gone down by now. My front line's collapsing. I might need to rely on cav to form up my front line. That's a concern. So with my front line falling apart, pull these guys back for the time being. You're fighting to the death. I do have reserves, of course. These guys are starting to take damage, and I need to just send in the reserves. I need to just send in them. What have we got over here? Okay, those guys don't want to push too hard. My archers can still do some good work for the time being, and you guys need to be further forward. You're not doing your jobs right now. Just basically focus all firepower on elephants. Also, O-flip. Apparently there's a side way in I didn't realise. Right, send some heavy cav down to deal with that, please. And charge at these elephants. Actually, just you. Charge one at a time. Just basically go backwards and forwards. Lancers down. Straight into the elephants, please. And that did literally nothing. Right, in which case, back off. Next group of actual elephants. Head in. Bloody elephants, man. What's going on? These guys are holding for the time being. Okay, get forward, see if we can hit them. These archers, I mean, bare minimum, I'm going to do a fair bit of damage to them, but I'm not feeling good about this battle at all. Honestly, I thought we were in better shape than we were. Okay. Get over there, hit those guys. Get over here, hit these guys. We've just got to push the elephants back. If I could just push the elephants back. Those are Armenian archers who are broken, unfortunately. They don't like the elephants. It's the cannon and the artillery fire. Right, you guys get round the back of here. We just need to push out something. Round here, round here, round here, round here. Into the side. Yep, next group. These cav, back out, please. And it's falling apart. I mean, this is the problem with the Timurids. It genuinely is the elephants. Like, if you play a lot of Rome, you probably think, well, elephants aren't that bad. In Medieval 2, they are. They are, because sometimes they just refuse to go berserk or break. Like, these elephants are still at full strength. Alright, these elephants are at full strength, and they just won't die. Oh, bloody hell. We may as well engage them. We got the leader over here. I may as well move him over onto this side. Yeah, screw it. Move the leader over onto this side. At least this flank's looking like it's vaguely holding for the time being. We've killed a quarter of them and no more. Oh, flipping dear. And yeah, well, at least these guys are going down now. Get a good charge in over there. You guys just fire down over here. At least they've lost a handful of elephants, but barely any, to be honest.
We have lost half of our men.
Ooh, we've lost half our men, and they've lost a quarter of theirs. There's no fun. Right, send in the general. Just basically have him see if he can just punch an elephant in the face. But the archers are falling apart, and it's the artillery fire and the gunfire, basically just from the top of the various elephants. These elephants are eager, and we are screwed. Right, you guys, getting over here as well. We might be able to do a little bit more elephant damage, but no. Falling apart. Even with, like, terrain this advantageous. We've just been knackered. Are you worth saving?
Our general shames us all.
Oh, he's naffing off. The general's decided he's naffing off. And the general, I think, was just he was either run over by an elephant or he was shot by one. It's kind of hard to tell. And I'm pretty sure that's your lot, unfortunately. Okay, I'd say good attempt, lads, but yeah. I think we've just seen the power of the Timurids, by the way. We kind of had a really favourable engagement first time there, but this is what it's going to look like more often. Possibly I got a bit ballsy coming out into the open field like this, but I was kind of hoping the mountains would provide, yeah, more cover. Had I been, say, up here, that might have worked better, but of course there was the edge of the battle map. Oh dear. Terrible, terrible shame. So, we've basically been eliminated, and we've only killed 400 of them, because, I mean, the elephants are just basically, they're really good bullet spongers. Like, yeah, when you're in either cities or mountains, it's really just rain fire with archers. But elephants will just eat arrows all day, every day, and just not care. That's the advantage of elephants in this game. Rather embarrassingly, the Timurids are offering to sell me the actual army back. And it's actually not even a bad number of them. Unfortunately, I physically can't actually afford it. So that's probably something to keep in mind. I should really actually be keeping a fair bit of money just floating at the end of each turn just for buying back prisoners. Sorry lads, I actually can't afford them. So, sorry about that. Still, if they're going to push this way, that has actually done something useful, which is it's bought me enough time to get onto the river crossing. Okay, so that's advantageous in a slightly naff way, yes. Also, the Pope loves me so much he's just given me 2,000 florins. Well, isn't that nice of him? I'm not sure where he got that money from, given he, like, you know, literally doesn't own a single city, including Rome, but whatever. Right, time for Operation Stupidly Overconfident Part 2, because I've got a new plan. I've got an excellent new plan, by the way. No, I'm not going to take a 5% chance to kill. Basically, they've all clustered in over here. And would you believe, there's a crossing here that this guy can get onto, and a crossing here that this guy can get onto. So, they are now literally boxed in from that side and that side. The only thing that we do even have a general... No, I don't have a general around here, irritatingly. I could box them in from the north as well. Okay. If I do that, do I have an army that I'm not just throwing away for no reason? Also, will you just get out of here? Thank you very much. Like, yeah. I might just be throwing away a large number of troops for no reason. I mean, what's actually here? We're softening up these armies slowly, bit by bit. I mean, we used to have a general here, but sadly died. Died of old age. You, get north as fast as you flipping can. We might need to box them in a bit better yet. Now, the new army that's heading out, give it a few extra agents. Everyone loves agents. There we go. These guys are going to be good, and they're taking a lot of agents with them. Right, you guys just head out to sea. You guys continue on your ridiculously long journey. And you guys continue looking for literally... Oh! No, just the blue. Boo. I think actually I need to move him just slightly north. What there is around here is... I think there's 6 territories available on this side of the Atlantic, and they're really spread out. They're very big. Like, there's some, like, way down over here. Then I think there's, like, the majority, there's, like, 3 around here. And then there's, like, 2 way more up north. So I'm kind of bringing these guys over here. Really should have put a spy on this boat, by the way, rather than 1 unit of Catalans. That might have been a little bit on the ambitious side. Oh, go on. I've probably got enough troops here to pull this off. Let's just box them in from literally every side. However, I need to keep enough troops up in Tabby, just in case he comes this way, and... I basically just need archers, don't I? Yeah. Okay. Send, like, all of the flipping archers over here. Including, there's peasant archers in there, aren't there? Yeah, maybe don't send them. And we need to learn the lesson from last time. We need, yeah, less in the way of cavalry, and just more infantry and more archers. Like, all of the archers. Godspeed, Captain Eric. Good bloody luck. So at this point, yep, they literally can't escape. I've actually taken a horde and I've boxed it in a corner. And, yeah, I'm kind of hoping they'll go for one of the bridge battles, but very likely at least one of them will try and come over here instead. You guys, by the way, you need to fall back to Tabby for retraining. Yerevan, meanwhile, get working on a city watch, because if you could just start pumping crossbow, lads, that'd be perfect. Though you do have an abbey, so Norse war clerics, let's just deploy them. They're pretty good. Right. Timurids trapped by a force massively inferior to them, so this isn't going to be tricky for them to get out of. Let's see what they decide to bloody do next. And the answer is... the little guy pushes over here and... Ooh. Hello. Right, they want to do a ford battle. But of course, he's got reinforcements. How many's he got? Actually, he's only got the 1. Now, I would say, wait, hang on, how many elephants? No elephants. That's good. The lack of elephants makes this much more workable, though. Okay. He has got rocket launchers. I've got cannons, but this is not going to be like, you know, a long range across a long bridge thing. Like, this is one of those fights, because it's just a fort that's going to be at very close quarters. Like, every single archer is going to be able to fire, like, immediately. Okay, and this is, yeah, the initial force. Actually, the initial force we can tear apart really quickly with arrow fire. And then, oh, the faction leader's here. Okay, that's not good, unfortunately. Because, yeah, the faction leader tends to be kind of terrible. And he's wearing ornamental armor, so he's easy to pick off. Yeah, actually, I think the faction is terrible too. I think we need to kill... Yeah, you need to work your way through 2 faction leaders, and then you're into truly terrifying leaders. Luckily, this guy is hopefully not the factioner, right? No, he's not the factioner. And also, he's got sanguinary. Good, okay, that'll help out at least a little bit. How are you, by the way? You're not great either. This is one of the guys I shipped over from Europe, I think. I'm not sure we actually told him what he was signing up for exactly. Oh, he's Drill Master. Ooh, that's concerning. That is concerning. Right, okay. Well, screw it. Bare minimum, we will be able to do a lot of damage. I know I said that last time, but this time I mean it. And here's the rather unusual fort. Okay, it's, yeah, very obvious which bit you're supposed to cross. Lovely. And then there's just a... Then there's a magical floating rock. I feel like something's gone a bit wrong here. Something's gone very wrong with this part of the world. Like, I can see why they want to invade. It's got magic floating rocks everywhere. Marvellous. Right, so... I think we can see where they're probably planning to actually be crossing here. In which case, pretty much, we may as well just draw up our heavy infantry, draw up on our archers. Our archers basically will be in range immediately, so we may as well just start firing. And then we'll just put our cannons at the back, actually on elevated ground, right down the middle. Right down the middle, as people have been telling me to do. Like that. That strikes me as a good idea. Let's get this drawn up here. Okay, archers on both sides, cannons, yeah, one straight down the middle, one almost down the middle. Begin the battle, and then immediately bring these guys over, straight down here, to as low as we can get, because we know they're coming this way, alright? So you guys just get straight down over to about, yeah, down onto the low ground, low as you can get here. You guys over to about here. You guys over to about here. Come on, about here-ish. Apparently you don't want to be quite there. That will do the job, sure. You guys just get into position over here. The archers need to move forward. I couldn't have them further forward than that just because of restrictions in the starting area. You guys get over here. Skirmish mode off for all of you bastards. You guys can be a little bit further forward, but you don't have to be much further forward, to be honest. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Everyone just forward just a tiny bit here. Just forward just the tiniest bit. Everyone can actually be on fire arrows for the starting point, and we are also opening fire on them. Lovely. The cannons straight away have started putting in some shots. Not sure we actually hit anyone there, but what do we have here? Hello, you're not going for a secondary crossing, are you? No. I think they're just drawing up into the right position. Okay. Well, we've got archers who are not quite in range yet. No, they won't be. Fine. Just let the cannons do their work for the time being. Huge number of troops coming in. They might be waiting for the second wave. Okay, I think we'll be alright for the minute anyway. No need to watch out for if I start getting hit, however. If I start getting hit, that's going to be trouble. Also, cannons, you should be firing like right over there, right into the middle of their cavalry, please. So turn your attention over to that side, and that will be much, much better there. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. And prepare to fire directly into the middle of their great big lovely targets. Fire, fire, and cannonball modes. I think we went into that a little bit late, unfortunately. Right, go over to this cannonball modes. Anytime we're ready. Come on. Cannonball modes. Okay, we definitely took out at least one person there. Lovely. Ah, lovely. Right, okay. Well, now we're just basically waiting for them. And I think they're waiting for their reinforcements, which is pretty smart, really. They're going for a bit of a swim. Halberd militia here, that's all fine. Yeah, they're really turned at a weird angle right now. It's very odd. I might have, yeah, one of the cannons target over here. Oh. Yeah, this is good. All of you just kind of loop all of your horses right next to each other while I just start shooting them with cannons. That'd be marvellous if you want to do that. And I think we just missed the actual target we wanted to. We just did a load of damage to those halberds, so I'll take that, thank you. I mean, at 6x speed, you see the horses going down nice and fast here. We are making a real impact in their heavy cavalry. Like, even if they basically walk across the bridge and manage to kick us out at this point, screw it. The cannons have done beautiful work. We've already killed 6% of their army, and that's pretty much entirely the elite of the heavy cav stuff. And also, that bodyguard is significantly weakened. Okay, I'm starting to feel really good about this here. We have got their cavalry down to 6. There's only 6 guys remaining. Now, what I think I actually ought to do at this point is hold fire. I'm going to tell these guys to hold off, because of course, bear in mind, this here is just Army 1. So, I'm happy to kill their faction leader and have all this softened up, but I should save the rest of my shots for when the main army is coming along the little ford here. Though it's not really a ford so much. In fact, this isn't really a river so much. Like, something's gone really badly wrong with this here river. Speaking of the reinforcements, where the bloody hell are they? They're coming in just ludicrously slowly. Got it. Though it seems like they've actually finally managed to find their way, which is good. That no, they've stopped again. Sometimes enemy reinforcements were very slow to arrive. But it does seem they've almost managed to successfully draw up into their marching column. So as soon as those guys are into No, now they've changed their mind and decided they don't like the marching column anymore. We have got a very indecisive leader over here. Right, irritatingly, it seems like I might actually have them stuck in a corner. So as I've got no time limit counting me down towards victory, I'm going to send something over the bridge, or ford, I guess, to poke at this army. Just to see if, yeah, if I give it a bit of a light poke, is that going to stir these guys into action? In particular, looks to me like their actual bodyguard wants to come and fight. That's actually the leader of the Timurid invasion, right here, has decided to expose himself right at the front line, which is marvellous. Oh, he's actually trying to get across the... Yeah, he's trying to... No, he's running now, and now he's dead. Right, well, we've killed the leader of the Timurids, which is marvellous. I guess we'll go and finish off their heavy lancers at this point, because why the bloody hell not, eh? Let's see if this kind of stirs the reinforcements into action. Lovely. So we're taking on cataphracts, well, cataphracty type things, but honestly, yeah, they're not as tanky as cataphracts in Rome were. Some armor-piercing lads with axes should be able to cut through them pretty bloody quickly. In fact, yep, they've already gone down. In fact, marvellous. This army is going to fall apart very quickly. Let's see if you guys are actually willing to charge. You are, which is a bad idea for lightly armoured lads who have got bows. Dear oh flippin' dear. Right, wow. We've made some good progress here. In fact, actually, this one unit might be able to pretty much just cut through this entire army. Marvellous. These guys are already wavering. 41, yeah, just cut through a handful of them simultaneously, and that will happen. But there are actually heavy lancers coming in, albeit only 18. Darn, I was hoping they'd break before the reinforcements got here. This might cause my guys... Actually, my guys are steady for the time being. Like, they're pretty comfortable with, probably not so much anymore, having just received the impact of the charge. But they should be alright. Those guys are wavering. These guys are wavering. Speed this up. Yep, that's all starting to fall apart. Come over here. Hit all of these guys. They're falling apart too. Yep. So that force has now been pretty much chased off. We've got... Hang on, what have we actually got left at this point? We've got you over here, but that's unfortunately heavy infantry that does actually have the advantage that it's got armor piercing. If I get a charge at them, however, from the high ground, that should be good. Oh, look at all the bloody horses. That is what the cannons did. That's just gorgeous. Right, well, let's see off this first army. Because if the first army completely collapses, there's a not terrible chance the second army will decide, nah, you know what, I can't be bothered with this. Right, up on the high ground and charge down the hill into these halberds, who are, well, doing an excellent job actually managing to brace in both directions at once. But I think hopefully we'll just be able to smash into them and... Okay, that wasn't really the pose, to be honest, but okay, fine, whatever. The problem is these guys are armor-piercing too, so they can hurt me pretty badly as well. Nope, sadly that unit decided it couldn't be bothered with any of this, and what do I want to send over? Actually, you know what? Those guys are actually, you know, tightly packed together into little halberdy groups. May as well send over one unit of you and some archers to support. And looks like my little move has been successful. There's definitely some spreading out, albeit limited spreading out, going on with the reinforcement army. Some of them are getting close to where I am. I meanwhile, I'm basically just firing arrows up into these bastards. Yeah, that will do absolutely fine. Prepare flaming arrows. And fire into some nice braced halberd shield walls, whatever. Those guys are extremely vulnerable to being hit by arrows. Lovely. And looks like the survivors are coming down for a charge. So just counter-charge them. I think we might have the exactly at the right moment. We have that coming in. I think we just set some of my own lads on fire too, unfortunately. But that's fine. We only burnt one of them to death. It's okay. And it looks like, yes, indeed, the first army is... Oh, it's either pulling out or it's just pulling to a different formation. I think it might just be moving into a different formation here. Let's just actually have these guys being attacked by arrows as we can. And momentarily, we should be okay to just get another shot in at you. There we go, and they've broken too. So, that entire first army is now gone. And will not be coming back. Let's see how you guys are getting on. You guys are... I think you're just stuck doing the same thing over and over. Well, this might be awkward. Right, I guess we better go punch the actual main column in the face to see if that wakes them up a little bit. So what's at the front here? Oh, it's the bodyguard himself. Well, let's just go punch that. We're taking some bad knocks from arrow fire, understandably, but if we just make it there, that's right, charge. Continue charging. That was not a good charge. I don't actually want to win this fight, of course. I'm just hoping to basically just spur them in some form of action. And we've definitely done, I think, at least some damage to them. They're at 41 now. And now they're at, how are you doing? You guys are shaken. Come on, I need you to kill, like, one of them, just so they actually know we've been here. Like, seriously, guys. You're big guys with swords. And I've given you upgraded armor. You can... Okay, one of them went down, but I think it was to friendly fire. But screw it. Hopefully that might be enough. Come on, lads. I mean, they're chasing them down, suggesting they know I'm here. What's your next move? So the Timurids have basically decided to have a great big hug in the corner of the map. They don't seem to be drawing up correctly. Now, that's a problem because it means I can't choke them at the river. However, it is also an opportunity because I've still got cannons. So before we withdraw from this battle, let's just go and see what we could potentially do with them. Oh, hello. We just had a big bit of movement. Okay, hang on, guys. Stop. We just had what looked like a lot of movement. Like they all suddenly woke up simultaneously in a slightly concerning fashion. Actually, I've changed my mind. It seems like they do want to fight after all. Everyone stay exactly where you cocking are. Except now I'm pulling back, so are they. Okay, this is just slightly odd. Okay, let's just do this slow and careful. 2 units of heavy infantry drawn up on this side of the river. Next up, pull over some, but not all of the archers behind them to provide archer cover. And also make sure they do genuinely start moving, because they don't seem to actually like doing it. Like, seriously, guys, this map is being so weird. You know what? I've decided that we're basically just going to withdraw from this one. This fight is being too bloody weird. Everyone just withdraw. We'll call it an even trade. We wiped out like one of their small armies. Everyone just out, please. The withdraw button is not working properly. Well, this is just spectacular. Yeah, I think something's messing with both the AI and me on this occasion, because even my own units are refusing to actually, like, properly withdraw out of this battle. Like, they vaguely understand that they can cross the river if I specifically tell them to do so, but I think that's why they're not advancing. I think the enemy generally can't find a path to me, so something's just gone wrong with this battlefield. Because now they're back on this side of the river, they are willing to actually perform their withdraw action. Yeah, I think basically there's something just gone wrong here. Oh well, never mind. Call it a no-score draw, but I did pick off their faction leader, which was nice. You know, I wouldn't call this a crushing defeat myself. Technically, they lost more men than we did. And we actually killed their king, which is pretty good. Right, so this guy's going to have to back off out of there. And what's your next move? Is anyone else planning to try and cross a ford? And if so, you planning to try and attack me, perhaps? Maybe? No? Yes? We might need to try and head over there and... Oh! Okay, we've got some new candidates coming in. Young, pretty damn good people coming in here. Love it. And most importantly, yeah, I'm going to go over in this direction. Oh, still nothing. Still nothing. And that is... Oh, we've literally made it to the end of the world at this point. Right, so that's actually the edge of the map. So, there's some America in here somewhere. We just need to find it. Aha. That drill master, who just did pretty well, could come and join this force up here. Pull some of the weaker Viking raiders out of there. You, my good man, come up here and join this force. Very, very nice indeed. And now, we just slowly push forward, try and squeeze them out a bit. And Carl Milling is here with not a spectacular army, but between these three forces, we've got some good strength around here. Question is, do we want to push any further forward? I think we flipping do, you know. Keep laying the pressure down on them, damn it. Keep laying down the pressure. Also, I'm not sure if it's specifically pointed out, by the way. Yeah, in this period, once you get like into the late game, once gunpowder's been invented, all of that, all of the mercenaries change around, and it makes some areas ludicrously valuable. Like this guy up here, who I'm just basically sending to join up to the expeditionary forces over to the Americas, is just passing close by to Switzerland. And as a result, in this exact square he's standing in, he has access to mercenary Pavese crossbowmen, still amazing, times 4. 4, so we'll get them. He gets 2 gunners, which is good as well. We'll take them too. He gets the mercenary spearman, which is not bad for us, but actually he's already got 3. But I'll pick him up anyway. But actually, there's a limit to how much you can buy, I think. The Free Company longbowmen, so access to stakes for all factions. The Free Company men-at-arms, which are actually really damn good as well. They're very similar to the Norse Axemen, to be honest. But I think a little bit better defended, actually. So I'll have them too, and... Okay, you know what? I'll hire those 9 and then I'll keep actually hiring because there's more good stuff yet. Like, we've got the Swiss pikemen. These guys are amazing. A spear wall, bonus fighting cavalry, bloody good. And also, yeah, attack 14, defensive 5. Gotta love these guys. Some really, really lovely chargey knight lads with a charge bonus of 7. Like, these guys, just screw it. Just keep hiring. You can build an entire army out of these mercenaries, and it's actually quite workable. But in this case, I've got too much range, not enough infantry and cavalry. But still, I can just basically circle those units between different armies. Like, the units that are available, especially, like, in Italy and Switzerland in the late game, are ridiculous. The mercenaries, they really actually, you know, gain some new usefulness in the late game. And keep it all going, and we've got ourselves, yep, looks like another fight here. Okay, so another army. Oh, flip, one of them just went rogue. Our army on the river just went rogue. What the... Look at that. Look at that, you stupid... Oh, it's people called Haflidy. I hate people called Haflidy. Right, well, that's unfortunately going to open up the path for them if they just basically kill... Because apparently most of his army's naffed off with him. Oh, bloody hell. Also, is this the... Oh, this is the new Khan. He's better than the old one, but not by a huge amount. Okay, oh, but he's got... Right. This is the force that we actually faced last time, isn't it? Yes. Yes, it is. Because it's got the elephants. But this time, we have weakened it. We've weakened it quite a bit. Okay, if we could just kill these unkillable elephants, we'll be sorted. Come on, guys. We can get the scalp of another Khan leader today. I believe in you. Right, what are we looking at this time? Because this is a slightly different... Oh, dear. This time, we don't have... Well, do we? No. That's beyond the edge of the battle map, unfortunately. We can be on a high ground, but unfortunately, so can they. Probably the best thing I can do is just draw up over here and then desperately try and turn to secure this bit of high ground and then just really hope they just draw up in a really stupidly long line over there and they haven't rushed to the high ground themselves. This is gonna be interesting. Also, this really is a wacky army, isn't it? It's just basically a line of infantry and then 10 bajillion archers behind it. That's all we got. Let's hope it works. Okay, it might work. All I need to do is find a position for it up here. Guys, just go. Go and run. Seriously. Because they probably won't charge straight at me. Instead, they'll fall back because they want to form an actual line. What's that, by the way? That's the artillery. Okay, the artillery is dangerous, but if we can just get into a nice high spot, we might be able to pout it. The artillery's not falling back. Those elephants... Elephants don't give a damn. Elephants just want to get in there and start smashing. You know what? This here, that'll do. That'll flip and do. That position, whatever that was, what even was that? That's fine. That's good enough. Basically, everyone just get up there, like, right now, and then just start shooting those elephants, okay? I don't care. Just get up into this position and start firing. Everyone just, apart from that one guy. This guy down here, that Armenian, you are excused. Okay, is everyone actually... Oh, flip. They're firing stupid up arrows. That is... Oh, no, not all of them are. Okay, some of you have actually got normal shots here. Yeah, please tell me you've got normal shots. Some of them have got normal shots. Some of them have got stupid shots. They're coming in. They're going to try and flank. This is maybe not quite as good a position I was hoping for, actually. Yeah, actually, right here. That will actually be better. Guys, fall back to the second position I just specified for you. Yeah, that's a bit better. That's less likely to be flanked. Okay. And now we've got ourselves... Yeah, okay, good. Now we've got fire arrows being flung down the hill here. The elephants are definitely firing. But we have now got a hell of a lot of fire concentrated at anything that tries to push up this hill. They do not have much. Okay? They don't actually have that much at all. The elephants are firing, but actually... How good a shot do the elephants have at us? There's a good chance they might actually hit their own guys, which would be good. And anything they try and do, yeah. If they just basically stand there and get knackered by these arrows, sooner or later they're going to be in trouble. Because they don't, aside from the elephants, they don't have a huge amount actually on the field. They need the elephants to win this for them. Speed this up a little bit here. Yeah, my archers are just basically getting those kills in. Slowly wearing down the infantry. And if the infantry is gone, then it's up to the elephants. Now, I'm not saying the elephants can't win by themselves. They absolutely 100% can. But even with this level of fire I'm laying down on them, we've killed 8% to them killing 5% of us. They're not even doing that bloody bad. Okay. Yeah, the problem is, it's the bloody elephant cannons. Okay, just lay down some fire. We might need to push forward a little bit here. Where's the rest of it? Like, the rest of it's the cav that's down here. They're the ones that began this fight, so... The problem is, okay. Armenians. Do you have a shot at the elephant? No, don't move forward. You just have a shot at the elephants. If you do, I want you to take it, please. These elephants right here. These guys just the heavy cav. I think they kind of do, but it's at a dodgy angle. And, oh, blimey, just look at my front line. It's being shredded by cannon fire. Okay. I might need some of the... Oh, no, that's good. This is still good. Are you guys even firing, by the way? What are you guys actually firing at? Not much. Okay. I'm going to bring these guys round the edge, round here, to give them a better shot at the... Come on, you just had it there for a second. Ah, come on. That'll flip and do. You guys, get over there to get a better shot at the elephant. I want the elephant starting to go down, please. Alright, these archers moving into this position. Do you have an actual shot at those elephants over there? Because the high ground sometimes means it says you do, but then you don't actually fire. So if you'd like to be able to fire... No, of course you actually can't. That would be ridiculous. Right, just push forward a little bit. Come on, lads. We can't be wasting time here. I need you to get into an actual firing position. Forward, forward, forward. Open fire. And you should have an angle to do this. Prepare to open fire on those elephants. Let's send them rogue. If we can just make some elephants go rogue here. And, of course you can't. They're not rogue, but they are on the move. Alright, the Timurids have decided they don't like this particular position. So now just get over here and... Yep, hit those elephants if you can. The Armenians better not be moving forward, by the way. I'd like them to hold still, even if they don't have a shot anymore. So you guys just basically stop and then fire at whatever you feel like. And, okay, finally, this group of archers has actually got a good dedicated shot at these elephants. Unfortunately, they're starting to actually move forward. But that's actually just going to move more into range of the other archers. It's not the worst thing in the world. These elephants are now starting to return fire. You guys better not be on... No, you're not on skirmish mode. There is no skirmish mode. Come on, come on, come on. Fire flaming arrows into the faces of these elephants. Oh, bloody hell. Lots more fire coming over here. These halberds are screwed. And these guys are actually breaking. And it's because they're being shot with guns. No one likes being shot with guns. And that's just triggered a second round. Just look at the power of the elephants. It's the gunpowder as well. This is the value of gunpowder troops. And we've got, yep, there's a third route. You guys, and as soon as these guys start coming under fire, they'll probably do the same. They'll probably do exactly the bloody same thing. Yep, and that's another group that's just decided to naff off. It looks like the cavalry might be starting to move in, however. Oh, everything's moving in. Yeah, everything's moving in at this point. Okay. We got one chance, which is I've got to use my one bit of actual cavalry to be flanking all of these bastards as they start coming. Oh, look at this. This is ridiculous. Admittedly, this is a Khan with 9 out of 10 on Dread and elephants. And it just causes armies to just give up. I can't be sending just generals like this into these fights. It's not going to work. I need you to get out of there. There's no point you actually dying for no reason. But just look at that. All that fire, the entire army's just gone. The entire army's basically just said, nah, can't be bothered. Oh, bloody hell. On the plus side, some of them have sort of naffed off. So that's good. All of you, just get over here and see off these heavy lances if you can. Just get over onto these lads. Let's just take out... Oh, bloody hell, look at this. Right, well, I think we've learnt a valuable lesson today. You might have been looking at the Timurids stacks thinking, well, that doesn't look that threatening next to the Mongols. No, The Timurids are a lot worse. Alright? The elephants make it a lot worse. Get out of there. Retreat, retreat, retreat. Back off. Just get out of here. There's no point you giving your life away for no reason. You decided you want to run away that way, haven't you? Right, well, that's another dead leader there. Oh dear. We only killed 200 of his men to 1,500 of mine. Right, we might need to rethink our tactics here. Any chance you're willing to sell us those men back? Because I'm willing to pay. No, actually, he did manage to escape. Okay. And yeah, one of my armies just went rogue rather than actually dare fighting them. And oh, I think they're coming to Yerevan. Oh, I think they've decided they want to actually push out this direction. Right, Tabby and Yerevan, prepare your defences, because this is not going to be fun. Yep, the prisoners were executed. We didn't actually even get the option to buy them back. And yep, there we go. That guy just went rogue. He didn't actually flipping dare take on the Timurids. He would actually rather just basically go rogue and release all of the men from his service than take on these bastards. And I can't blame him. Based on how all this is going, because look at this. I mean, this force here doesn't even look that strong, but it could probably just walk over one of my armies, because elephants and hydreds together, it ain't a fun combination. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'd say, next time, ladies and gentlemen, having learnt some valuable lessons about how bloody nasty these guys can be, even when you've got more armies on the field than they do, because these guys truly are the elite of the elite, we need to prepare the defences of Yerevan and Tabby, because the Timurids are coming. And, oh bloody hell, they're out for blood. So possibly, the map's not going to be 100% red for too much longer. Some of it might be about to go back over to grey. And if we're lucky, we might even find America at some point too. Who bloody knows? That's coming up very, very soon indeed, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd. And this has been Medieval 2 Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Ah, we have got a gate key here, and then we have got I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake! This is going to take all of my skill and cunning as a hunter to sort out— Die, you mooing bastards! Die! Die! Go away. Go away, nobody likes you. That was a good idea till it wasn't.